My wife told me, "You're sleeping on the couch until you apologize for something I didn't do." I said, "Okay, I didn't apologize." 3 weeks later, I'd converted the guest room into my bachelor pad. So here's what went down. I'm 38, male, and 3 weeks ago I got banished to the couch over something so stupid it still makes my head hurt. My wife, Diana, 36, accused me of flirting with our new neighbor, Melissa, who's literally 23 and just moved in with her boyfriend. Here's what actually happened. I was taking out the trash. Melissa was struggling with this massive box. I helped her carry it to her door. We chatted for maybe 2 minutes about the neighborhood. That's it. That's the whole crime. Diana saw this from our window and went nuclear. She said I was all over her and practically drooling. When I tried to explain, she hit me with, "Don't gaslight me, Trevor. I saw what I saw. You're sleeping on the couch until you apologize and admit what you did." I stood there for a second processing the insanity, then said, "Okay." She blinked. "Okay, that's it." "Yeah, okay. I'll sleep on the couch until you apologize." "Sure." She stormed off, probably expecting me to grovel within hours. But here's the thing, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not apologizing for helping a neighbor. That's not how this works. Night 1 on the couch sucked. Our couch is nice for sitting, terrible for sleeping. My back was killing me by morning. Diana came down, saw me making coffee, and asked, "Ready to apologize?" "No." She huffed and left for work. By night 3, I was done with the couch. We have a guest room, decent size, mostly storage, and Diana's overflow closet space. I grabbed my pillow and slept in there on the old futon. Still not great, but better than the couch. Diana noticed. "The couch too uncomfortable for you?" "Yes." "Then apologize." "No." She actually smirked like she was winning some game. "Fine. Enjoy the futon." But here's where it gets interesting. I make decent money as a project manager. Diana makes good money, too, in marketing. We keep separate accounts for personal spending after bills. I had about $3,000 saved for a new toolset I'd been eyeing. Decided to repurpose those funds. Day 4. Ordered a memory foam mattress, queen size, $800 with same-week delivery. Day 7. Hit up Facebook Marketplace. Scored a leather recliner, $200, solid wood desk, $150, and a 55-inch TV someone was dumping for $300. Borrowed my buddy Rick's truck. Moved it all in while Diana was at her sister's. Day 10. Thank you, Amazon Prime. Microwave, $60. Quick Cave installed some floating shelves, $50. Got a nice rug, $120. That really tied the room together. Day 14. Okay, I admit this is where I got petty. Bought a PlayStation 5, $500, and a soundbar, $200. Also grabbed blackout curtains, $40. Because why not? Day 18. Finishing touches. LED strips for mood lighting, a couple of band posters I'd always wanted to hang, and the best part, a digital lock for the door, $150. By week 3, I'd spent about $2,800 turning that guest room into my personal sanctuary. It was everything our bedroom wasn't. My space, my rules, my vibe. Diana hadn't been in there once. She'd knock occasionally, tell me I was being ridiculous, but never actually entered. I think she was playing chicken, waiting for me to break. Last night, everything came to a head. I was in my room playing Call of Duty with Rick when I heard Diana try the door handle. Didn't budge, obviously. "Trevor, why is this door locked?" I paused the game. Privacy. "Open this door right now." "No thanks, I'm good." Silence. Then bang, bang, bang. "Trevor, open this door immediately." I calmly got up, walked to the door, but didn't open it. "Diana, you banished me from our bedroom. This is my space now. You're welcome to apologize for falsely accusing me anytime." "I'm not apologizing. I saw what I saw. Open this door." "No." Then I heard her on the phone with her mother. She even put it on speaker so I could hear everything. Classic Diana move. Mom, he's lost his mind. He's locked himself in the guest room and won't come out. Her mom, Teresa, loud as always. What do you mean locked in his own house? He put a lock on the guest room. An actual lock with a code. Well, why is he in the guest room, sweetie? Diana paused. He's being punished. Punished for what? He was flirting with the neighbor. Was he really? Mom, whose side are you on? I'm just asking, honey. What did he do exactly? Diana went quiet. Then he helped her carry a box. Even Teresa went silent. Then that's it. You didn't see how he was looking at her. Diana, sweetie, maybe you should apologize. I can't believe you're taking his side. She hung up, then more banging. Trevor, I'm getting a locksmith. Go ahead, I called back. I own this house too. I can put a lock on any interior door I want. Check the law. I had actually Googled this already. As long as it's not preventing egress in an emergency, and both parties own the home, interior locks are generally fine. She must have Googled it too, because she stopped threatening the locksmith. Then came the texts. Oh man, the texts. This is insane. You're acting like a child. That room is for guests. All your clothes are still in our room. I bought new clothes. They're in my closet now. Your closet? It's a guest room. Not anymore. You can't just claim a room. You claimed the whole bedroom. I'm just working with what I've got. That's different. You punished me for something I didn't do, so I made alternative arrangements. This is stupid. Come back to our room. Did you just invite me back? Only if you apologize. No thanks. I'm good here. This morning while I was at work, she finally went in. I have a camera in there, legally placed. It's my room now. I watched her jaw literally drop when she saw the transformation. She stood in the doorway for like 5 minutes, just staring. Touched the TV, the mini fridge, sat in the recliner. Then she noticed the PlayStation and I swear she looked like she was about to cry. When I got home, she was sitting at the kitchen table. No anger this time, just defeat. You really set up a whole apartment in there. It's just a room with a fridge and a microwave and a PlayStation. Yeah. How much did all that cost? My personal savings, not marital funds. She was quiet for a long time. Then you're really not going to apologize? I'm really not going to apologize for something I didn't do. So what? You're just going to live in there forever? Until you apologize for falsely accusing me and banishing me from my own bedroom? Yeah, pretty much. This is ridiculous. It was ridiculous 3 weeks ago when you started it. Now it's just my new normal. She got up and left. Haven't seen her since. It's 10 p.m. now and she's in our old bedroom. I'm in my room, writing this, eating takeout, got my game loaded up, cold beer from my fridge, and honestly, I'm good. Like really good. Is this petty? Absolutely. But I'm a grown man who got kicked out of his bedroom for helping a neighbor move a box. If she wants to die on this hill, I'll build a whole damn house on mine. Well, the situation escalated in ways I didn't see coming. Diana's entitlement has reached new heights, and I've had to match it every step of the way. First, she tried to weaponize household chores. She stopped doing my laundry. Joke's on her. I bought my own compact washer/dryer combo for $400 off Craigslist. Yes, it fits in my room. Then she stopped cooking my portions for dinner. Cool. I've got my microwave and mini fridge. Started meal prepping on Sundays. Even bought an air fryer, $80, that sits on my desk. But here's where it got interesting. She called a house meeting with her best friend Vanessa as a mediator. They sat me down in the living room like this was some kind of intervention. Nessa. Trevor, don't you think this has gone too far? Me. I'm just respecting Diana's decision. She wanted me out of the bedroom. Nessa. But you've turned the guest room into a man cave. And it's supposed to be for guests. Me. What guests? Your mom who stays in hotels because she doesn't like our guest bathroom? Your brother who hasn't visited in 2 years? That's not the point. Actually, it's exactly the point. The room used to be nothing but storage. Now it's being used. You're being spiteful. I'm being comfortable. You made a decision. I adapted. Then Diana pulled out what she thought was her ace card. Fine. Then I'm taking the master bathroom completely. You can use the hall bathroom. Okay. She blinked. Vanessa, who was sitting there, looked shocked. Okay, that's it? Yeah. You want to escalate? Cool. The hall bathroom is fine. What Diana didn't know is that I'd already been thinking about this possibility. See, the hall bathroom is right next to my room. The master is attached to our old bedroom, but you have to walk through the bedroom to get to it. That night, I moved all my stuff into the hall bathroom. But I didn't stop there. I installed a rainfall shower head, $60. Got one of those fancy Japanese toilet seats with the bidet function, $200. Game changer. Bought premium towels, a humidifier, plants, the works. That bathroom went from basic to spa level in 48 hours. Meanwhile, Diana started realizing that claiming the master bathroom meant she was the only one cleaning it. She complained to her sister on the phone. Thin walls, I heard everything. He doesn't even use it anymore. He just moved to the other bathroom and made it nice. He bought a bidet, Jenna a bidet. But the real kicker came 3 days ago. Diana's company announced they're going hybrid. 3 days in office, 2 days remote. She needs a home office space. Guess which room she assumed she'd use? She knocked on my door at 7 a.m. Trevor, we need to talk about the guest room. My room. It needs to be an office. I'm working from home twice a week starting next month. That's nice. Good for you. So you need to move your stuff out. I actually laughed. No. Trevor, I need an office. Then set one up in the bedroom. It's huge. There's no space with the bed and dressers. Then reorganize. Or you could stop being petty and give me the room. The room I've paid to furnish. The room I'm living in because you kick me out. That room. She tried a different approach. I'll let you back in the bedroom if you give me the office. But I'd still have to apologize. Of course. Then no. She slammed the door and left. 20 minutes later, I heard drilling. She was installing a desk in the living room corner. Her office is now in the communal space where I watch TV. Guess who bought noise-canceling headphones? Me. $300, and I don't care. Yesterday was the crown jewel of entitlement, though. I came home to find the lock on my door had been tampered with. Scratch marks around the keypad. She definitely tried to break in. I confronted her immediately. Did you try to break into my room? It's not your room. Did you or did you not try to break the lock? I needed to check if you're damaging the house. By breaking and entering. It's my house too. Which is why I can have a lock on my door. And why you trying to break it is technically attempted destruction of property. She went pale. You wouldn't. Try me. That same night, I installed a camera in the hallway facing my door. Full disclosure. In common areas, it's legal here. She knows it's there. The red light blinks at her every time she walks by. Rick came over to watch the game last night. Diana lost it. You can't have people in there. Why not? It's my room. I don't want strangers in my house. Rick's been here 50 times. You went to his wedding. Not in that room. Which is my room where I can have guests. She actually called the police. I'm not kidding. Said I was refusing to leave a room in her house. The cop who showed up looked so tired. Took one look at the situation. Me calmly explaining that I live here, pay half the mortgage, and I'm in my room. Diana screaming about guest rooms and apologies. Cop. Ma'am, does he live here? Yes, but. Is he threatening you? No, but. Is he breaking any laws? He put a lock on an interior door of a house he owns. Diana went silent. The cop turned to me. "You two should probably get counseling." After he left, Diana sent me a Venmo request for $1,400. The explanation: half of your room furnishings since it's marital property. I declined it and sent her one for $1,900. For half of the bedroom furnishings I'm not allowed to use. She declined that and sent another for $500 for emotional distress. I sent her one for $1. For the box I helped Melissa carry. It's been radio silence since then. The war of attrition continued. But Diana made a fatal error in judgment that changed everything. After the police visit, she went full scorched earth. Changed the Wi-Fi password. Joke's on her. I got my own internet installed directly into my room. The technician thought it was weird. But $90 per month for peace of mind? Worth it. Then she started inviting her friends over constantly. Wine nights, book clubs, jewelry parties. All deliberately loud, all right outside my door. I just turned up my soundbar and invested in better blackout curtains. But then she crossed a line. Last Tuesday, I came home to find my room door wide open. The lock had been completely removed. My stuff was there, but reorganized. My PlayStation was unplugged and moved. My mini-fridge was turned off. Food starting to spoil. My bed was stripped, sheets in a pile. And there was a note. Maintenance inspection required. Management. Except, we don't have management. We own the house. I called her immediately. What the hell, Diana? The room needed inspection for damages. You broke into my room and touched my stuff. It's not breaking in if I own the house. You removed my lock. That's destruction of property. Prove it. That's when I snapped, but not how she expected. See, Diana forgot something important. She's not the only one who can play the documentation game. I'd been keeping receipts, every text where she admitted to kicking me out, every attempt to get into my room, the police report from her false call, photos of the tampered lock, and now this. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just said, okay. Then I called my lawyer. Yes, I got a lawyer. Not for divorce, not yet, but for a legal separation and formal establishment of household boundaries. The paperwork she got served with 3 days later was beautiful. Requesting exclusive use of the guest room, my room, damages for destroyed property, the lock, and a formal division of household spaces. She came crying, actually crying. You got a lawyer? You broke into my room and destroyed my property. It's a lock, Trevor, that you destroyed after kicking me out of our bedroom for helping someone carry a box. You're going to destroy our marriage over this. Me? I'm just sleeping in a guest room. You're the one who's been escalating for 6 weeks. Then came the sob story. I'm stressed. Work is horrible. My mom's on my case, and you just abandoned me. You literally kicked me out. I wanted you to fight for us by apologizing for something I didn't do, by showing you cared. I showed I cared by respecting myself enough not to be gaslit. She retained her own lawyer who, according to mine, basically laughed at her case. Kicking your spouse out of the bedroom, then claiming abandonment when they sleep elsewhere? Destroying their property, then claiming ownership? Good luck with that. But here's where Diana really shot herself in the foot. She decided to win by making me want to come back. She started walking around in lingerie, cooking elaborate meals she'd eat in front of me, bringing home desserts from my favorite bakery. I just kept living my life, meal prepping, gaming with Rick, working on some coding courses I'd started. Then she brought out the nuclear option. She invited Melissa and her boyfriend over for dinner. Didn't tell me, of course. I found out when I came home to see them in my dining room. Diana all smiles, serving wine, being the perfect hostess. Trevor, join us. I was just getting to know our new neighbors better. Melissa looked mortified. Her boyfriend, Tony, just looked confused. Thanks, but I've got plans, I said, grabbing a protein shake from the kitchen. Don't be rude, honey. Sit with us. The honey was so fake it hurt. I'm good. Enjoy your dinner. Diana's face fell. Melissa jumped up. Actually, we should go. Early morning tomorrow. But you just got here, Diana protested. Yeah, we're so sorry. The food smells amazing though. They practically ran out. Tony whispered, "What the hell was that?" as they left. Diana lost it. You embarrassed me. You embarrassed yourself. You invited the woman you accused me of flirting with just to make some kind of point. I was being nice. No, you were being manipulative. I'm trying to save our marriage. By refusing to admit you were wrong? I wasn't wrong. Then we have nothing to save. That was last week. Yesterday, Diana moved out. Not permanently. She's staying at her sister's place. But she packed her bags and left a note. Since you want to live alone so badly. The funny part is, I don't want to live alone. I just wanted my wife to admit she was wrong about one thing. Just one. That I didn't flirt with anyone. That helping someone carry a box isn't a crime. That kicking me out of our bedroom was an overreaction. Instead, she chose to blow up our entire life. My lawyer says I have a strong case to keep the house if we divorce, especially with her voluntarily moving out and the documentation of her kicking me out first. But that's not what I wanted. I'm sitting here in my room, my really awesome room, writing this update. The house is quiet. Too quiet. But I'll be damned if I apologize for something I didn't do. She still texts me every few hours. It ranges from "I miss you" to "you're ruining everything" to "just say sorry and we can forget this." 6 weeks ago, I helped a neighbor carry a box. That's it. That's the crime that apparently ended my marriage. It's over. Not just the marriage, that's definitely over. But this whole insane saga finally has an ending. Diana stayed at her sister's for 2 weeks, posting passive-aggressive quotes on social media like, "Know your worth," and when someone shows you who they are, believe them. The irony was completely lost on her. During that time, I had the house appraised, consulted my lawyer about buyout options, and started therapy. Honestly, should have done that years ago. And yeah, I kept upgrading my room. Added a small beer fridge. Why? Because I could. Then Diana made her move. She showed up with her brother Kyle and a U-Haul. No warning. I was working from home when I heard them outside. She walked in like she owned the place, which technically, half of it she did. I'm taking my things. Okay. And the bedroom furniture. It's half mine. So I'm taking the bed and the dresser. You can have the nightstands. Cool. She was clearly trying to get a rise out of me. When that didn't work, Kyle stepped in. You really messed up, man. You know that. How's that, Kyle? You humiliated my sister. Made her feel unwanted in her own home. She kicked me out of our bedroom for helping someone carry a box. That's not what she told me, Kyle said. I'm sure it's not, I replied. Diana interrupted. I want the TV from the living room too. That's mine. Bought it before we got married. I don't care. The receipt I have says otherwise. She turned red. Fine. The kitchen appliances, then. We bought those together. You can have half. How do I take half a microwave, Trevor? That's your problem to solve. Just like me sleeping on the couch was mine. Kyle tried to grab the coffee maker. I stood in front of it. That's from my room. Bought it 6 weeks ago. Prove it. I pulled up the Amazon order on my phone. Diana grabbed the Keurig from the counter instead. This one then. Go for it. They spent 3 hours going through the house. Taking things, leaving things, arguing over everything. Diana even tried to take my gaming chair from my room. This was in the guest room originally, she said. Yeah, and you kicked me into the guest room. It's mine now. A judge won't see it that way. Then let a judge decide. She backed down. The real explosion came when she found out I'd been documenting everything. Kyle was loading boxes when Diana came storming down from the attic. You changed the locks on the attic storage? No. I put a padlock on my section. Yours is still open. How did you even divide it? Tape line down the middle. Your Christmas decorations and old clothes are on the left. She went back up to check. Came down furious. You took more space. I took exactly half. Measured it. This is pathetic, Trevor. We're adults. Adults who get kicked out of their bedrooms don't usually measure storage space, but here we are. Kyle jumped in again. You're being a petty little, Kyle. Choose your next words carefully. You're in my house. It's Diana's house too. For now. That shut them both up. Diana asked, What do you mean for now? I mean, we're getting divorced. The house will be sold or bought out. This ends. You're divorcing me over this? Over you kicking me out. Over falsely accusing me. Over refusing to apologize. Over breaking into my room, destroying my property, calling the police on me, and now taking half our stuff. Yeah, that's why. I don't want a divorce. Then you should have thought about that before you made helping a neighbor into a capital crime. She actually sat down on the hallway floor right there. This isn't how it was supposed to go. How was it supposed to go, Diana? You were supposed to apologize. Sleep on the couch a few nights. Feel bad. Then come back and appreciate me more. Appreciate you for falsely accusing me? For what? Fighting for our marriage? Yes. That's not fighting for marriage. That's playing games. Kyle helped her up. Come on, Dee. Let's go. I'm not leaving. This is my house. You already left. You're at Jenna's, remember? She tried one last trick. If you loved me, you'd apologize just to end this. If you loved me, you wouldn't need me. To apologize for something I didn't do. They left with the U-Haul half full. Diana crying. Kyle muttering threats about lawyers. The divorce papers were filed 2 weeks ago. She's fighting it, demanding counseling instead. The counselor we saw, court-mandated mediation, took one look at our story and basically said, Yeah, this is done. Diana's lawyer advised her to take the buyout offer. I'm keeping the house. Paying her half the equity. It's worth it to me. My room's already perfect, and now I get the master bedroom back too. Might even knock down the wall and make a huge suite. Who knows? The last text exchange we had. This is really it? Over a box. It was never about the box. Then what? It was about respect, trust, partnership. You showed me you don't believe in any of that. I was jealous. It's normal. Jealousy is normal. What you did after wasn't. So you're just giving up? I'm moving on. From almost 10 years together? From 6 weeks of you showing me who you really are. She didn't respond after that. I'm doing okay. The house is quiet, but peaceful. I've started dating a bit. Nothing serious yet. Just coffee dates. I'm upfront about the baggage. Most people are shocked by the story. One woman said, You turned a guest room into a man cave instead of apologizing. Legend. Another said, You were too stubborn. Fair enough. Not everyone's compatible. Rick helped me move the bedroom furniture back last weekend. Walking into that master bedroom felt weird, almost like visiting a crime scene. But I'm reclaiming it bit by bit. Diana's still at her sister's, last I heard. Still posting quotes about toxic relationships and red flags. Still telling anyone who'll listen that I ruined our marriage over nothing. But here's the thing, it wasn't nothing. It was everything. Every time she dismissed my feelings. Every time she demanded apologies for her imagination. Every time she chose control over communication. The box was just the last straw that broke this camel's back. Do I regret not just apologizing? No. Because if I had, we'd still be in that cycle. She'd still be controlling and manipulating. I'd still be appeasing and enabling. Sometimes the smallest hills are worth dying on, because they represent the mountains behind them. My new room setup is fire though. Kept the gaming rig in there. Master bedroom is just for sleeping now. Best of both worlds. Thanks for following this insane journey. I'm closing this chapter and moving forward. To everyone in a similar situation, don't apologize for something you didn't do. Not even once. It never ends there. Peace out. P.S. Melissa and Tony had me over for beers last week. They told me that dinner was the most awkward experience of their lives. Apparently, Diana spent the whole time talking about how great our marriage was while obviously fighting back tears. They felt so bad they almost moved. I told them the story. Tony bought the next round and said, "Dude, you dropped this." Good neighbors.